Hello everyone, and thank you for clicking on another one of my videos. I am Screen Scene Guru, coming at you with a part 2 of my reactions and reviews. This is following up my earlier video in the week of Yellowjackets Season 3. This is a part 2 video discussing episode 6 through 10. So without further ado, let's get started. I've binged the entire series, guys, so I thought it was a fantastic show. A lot of dark twists and turns. So if anyone that's interested in a mystery crime series drama, I highly recommend this show. Going on to the bios for the title episodes, we've got episode 6, Thanksgiving Canada. The Yellowjackets start turning on each other. The Sadecki family vacation features a deep dive into questionable parenting choices. Misty uncovers an incriminating clue. So this was following up the shocking reveal of Lottie's death in the current modern era. A lot of shocking things revolving around that. We've also got, of course, the questions of, is Ty really Ty? How long has her darker half been in control? Going on into episode 7, Croak, I thought was a fantastically shot episode. Going into the bio, the Yellowjackets face the consequences of their actions. Misty pursues a new suspect and encounters an unexpected turn. Thaisa's growing depression reveals hidden aspects of herself. We also got to see, this was the episode where the frog scientists were introduced to the show. New characters out in the wilderness, set in the past, with the Yellowjackets still stranded. We got to see exactly how their interactions unfolded, quite violently. So for anyone watching, there was a bit of a turn up in action, of course, with their new hunts going on. Going on to episode 7, titled A Normal Boring Life. With a possible escape from their nightmare, the Yellowjackets learn not everyone may be in a rush to leave. In the present, the unexpected reunion of an old teammate sends Shauna spiraling in ways that should probably concern everyone. So this is a very fascinating episode, episode 8, the introduction of Melissa, Hilary Swank's character, returning in modern time. I thought this was a really good episode as well. Anytime they introduce new talent to the show, I think is a fantastic choice. Just like how we got to see the grown-up version of Anne, I believe her name is, or Van, in season 2. That was really cool to see. So going on from episode 8, we've got episode 9, How the Story Ends. Taking cues from the Stravinsky family, or Pinocchio, if that's your vibe, the Yellowjackets' rates of spiraling family drama end in Misty getting a pick-me-up. Shauna worries about a sticky Melissa problem, so they end up fighting in, I believe, Melissa's home. They have a confrontation about who sent the videotape. They divulge what was on the tape, all the interesting stuff that goes on from there, with them, trying to decide what to do to try to hide the evidence. Hannah is involved. One of the survivors, the surviving scientists, ends up taking out their guide and decides to join Shauna in this experiment they have of their tribal living out in the forest. So that was a very interesting turn, because there was a split where some of the group was going to go with this survivalist and Hannah at night, and they were going to try to make their way out, but that ended up not happening. Going on to our finale, which was Full Circle. Things turn frigid as bloody new alliances get built and spilled. It's our time right now down here in the new Queen's Court. Eat up, drink deep, and descend. So very interesting For the finale, we got to see a new queen revealed, Shauna. This was kind of her season. Her kind of from episode, let's see, I believe it was episode 4, 12 Angry Girls and One Drunk Travis. So basically the trial of Coach Scott. From episode 4 on, you've kind of seen the power dynamic change from Natalie running the group to Shauna becoming a new queen. So I thought that was really interesting. They kept the kind of pagan, ritualistic, tribal mentality of them going on hunts and continuing to keep their cannibalistic nature. So I thought that was very fascinating. Even though they had livestock and what seemed to be supplies to live off of, they chose to live this way of what they said was feeding the darkness out there. So I thought that was really fascinating. I'm not sure if they're going to do a season 4. I'm really hope that they are greenlit for a new season, because I thought all the roles were really fantastic. It was shocking to see Melissa kill Van in that episode. I believe it was 8 or 9. I think it was 9. How the story ends. Van got taken out, and they always do this interesting thing where they bring in the younger actress to issue in the death of the older actress, which I thought there was very fascinating. We got to see that for Van, and of course for Lottie this season. So right before I go, I do want to give a couple of highlights to the music choices they did in this season. I've got a couple of music picks. Dig Me Out by Slater-Kinney. Glycerine by Bush was used at one of the ends of the episodes, which was fantastic. Sleepwalker by Craig Warden and Anna Warnocker was a really cool song. It sounded like they composed this music for the show. The song Sleepwalker, again done by Craig Warden and Anna Warnocker. And then, of course, we had Living on the Edge by Aerosmith for the finale. I thought the finale was very interesting with them going on a final hunt, and they ended up taking out one of the girls. I can't remember her name, but that led them to do a swap where Natalie got away with the sat phone and called out to the real world, and someone was on the other line. They heard her, and they're apparently coming. So I think they are setting up for a 4th season, maybe a shorter season, because there's not many more stories to tell. Of course, the big bad this next season, I think, will be taking out Shauna, or possibly revealing Melissa's return, or some other kind of foreboding ending for their story. But I'd like to see them rescued, and just the backstory of what all that happened, because they didn't really show you much of that in the first 2 seasons. But what were you guys' thoughts on the Yellowjackets season overall? Did you guys enjoy this 3rd season? Have you guys binged it all? Are you currently watching it? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you guys are liking the videos. Make sure to be commenting what your thoughts are. Share the videos if you like them a lot. You can follow more on Instagram and on Threads for at Screen Scenes Guru for future updates, guys. But until next time, that'll do it. And I tell you all, have a good night and stay safe. Bye-bye.